going on, everyone? My name is Jade, and I'm delighted to welcome you to Gameweek 4 Team Selection video right here on FPL Empire. So after 2 long weeks of international football, club football is back, FPL is back, and we're all excited. Another thing I'm excited about is the fact that I've activated my wild card, so I can't wait to share with you how my team is looking at the moment. I'm putting on an Arsenal jersey as a way of showing my solidarity to the terrible way they have started the season, but I believe they're going to turn their fortune around this weekend, starting from the Norwich game. So I'm rooting for you, Arsenal, this weekend, and that is why I've jumped on an Arsenal asset, and I'm going to share with you who that is in the video. So give it a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you have not already done so, and let's jump right into it. So Gameweek 3 was another successful week, as my 64 points was sufficient to get me another green arrow, which is another step in the right direction. So I've moved all the way from 319,672 a bit further forward to 311,242. Like I said, good step on the right direction. I was a bit fortunate that Benrahma didn't hold last game week, which would have affected me, considering the fact that I made terrible decision making on Jarrod Bowen and Harvey Barnes. Though Son's 10 points did hurt me a bit, but it was not too bad at all. So we'll be starting in goal with Robert Sanchez. He lost his clean sheet. As a matter of fact, Brighton conceded 2 goals against Everton. So 2 points from Sanchez, not much to talk about. Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't keep a clean sheet against Chelsea, but his contribution in the entire play, the entire way Liverpool attacked Chelsea, particularly on the right side, in 2 bonus points, and then a return of 4 points together, which is a fair outcome. Daniel Amati, it was unfortunate. Leicester considered a penalty against Norwich, so 2 points from him. Luke Shaw's first clean sheet of the season was nice, figure to behold, considering the fact that Manchester United was really lucky in that match not to concede. Wolves battered the United defense, and David De Gea's heroic performance saved United on that very day. Onto the midfield, Mo Salah, an FPL god, an FPL legend, 10 points for doing absolutely almost nothing in the game, a penalty, and that was 10 points in the bag. Bruno Fernandes really underperformed again. He blanked. Next is Mason Greenwood, who scored his 3rd goal of the season against Wolves. A pitch of a goal, as a matter of fact, on 8 points, which was marvelous, was massive. It was a great decision to bring him in from Nicolas Pepe at the start of the season. Next are the 2 major mistakes I've made so far this season in Harvey Barnes and Jarrod Bowen, both blanked, 2 points, not much to say about them. We'll move further forward now to the player of the season so far, Mikel Antonio. That was our captain, and 22 points was a blessing, really. He's a must-have, as a matter of fact, right now in the game. And finally, Danny Ings, who returned 4 points. He was unfortunate. Though he had, a wonderful assist. The assist he provided for Emiliano Buendia's goal, but it was booked, and that's -1. So 4 points for Danny Ings, and there was pretty much nothing, on the bench. 0-2-1-0 point from all of the folks over there. And like I said earlier, I've activated my wild card, and let's see how my team is looking at the moment, particularly more so that only 3 players, again 3 players, survived from my current squad in my wildcard squad. So let's jump into it and see my team review for Gameweek 4, considering the fact that my wild card is active. So yes, in goal we'll be starting with Daniel Bachmann. Even though Robert Sanchez is the sensible pick as far as 4.5 budget goalkeepers are concerned at the moment. However, I've opted for a sexy pick in Daniel Bachmann. Sanchez is somehow already starting to appear to me like a boring pick, so I want to try something different with my team, and I want to go a bit more dynamic in attacking Gameweek 4 onward. And Bachmann's ownership really struck me to be that differential that can really influence my rank going forward. Brighton defense too doesn't look really as solid as it is supposed to be, or we expected it to be. So I'm jumping ship to Bachmann, and the fixture also looks so good. The next 3 fixtures are Wolves, Norwich, and Newcastle. Leeds United after that, even though they have Liverpool in Gameweek 9, but Everton in 9, and of course Southampton in 10. The fixture is way better than that of Sanchez, and I believe that there are a couple of clean sheets down there for Watford, and if not the same return from these 2 goalkeepers, perhaps I feel Bachmann, with his saves potential, so he's very likely to have more save points than Sanchez, and these are the influenced my decision to opt for Bachmann in my wildcard squad as against Sanchez in my original squad. So now the defense, the one player that I'm not going to move on for any player is Trent Alexander-Arnold. He at the moment is heads and shoulder above all fullbacks in the league, probably even all creative players. Created most chances so far in the season. He's always involved. He's going to hold anytime soon. Liverpool's fixture is still amazing, so he's not going anywhere. Next is Nelson Semedo. The Wolves have been so much unfortunate to not keep a clean sheet yet in the season. They've lost 1-0 3 times already, but all of us are aware of the fact that they were just being unfortunate, and they are due to start to win matches and start to keep clean sheets. They have one of the best fixture runs in the entire league, and Watford, Brentford, Southampton, and Newcastle in their next 4 matches is there for the taking. And so Semedo is so attacking, he's always involved himself, and Trincao on the right hand side are just amazing for Wolves. And I can't look anywhere else but for the Wolf fullback, who is always involved in the attacking phases together with Raul Jimenez. And at the moment, Semedo strikes me to be the very best option for this particular position in my team. And this is the reason why he's at the moment in my wild card squad. Finally, I've opted for Kenentini, a player I talked so much about in pre-season, particularly in Arsenal's run of fixtures starting from Gameweek 4. Yes, granted, they have not had the best of a season so far, 20th on the log. However, we all know that they are going to turn it around eventually with the addition of Takehiro Tomiyasu, and of course the return of Gabriel. Ben White is back. That's pretty much a solid backline, yes. And we'll expect Arsenal to start keeping that clean sheet starting from the Norwich game, followed by Burnley in Gameweek 5. Now, further forward to the midfield, we're going to be starting from the one, the only, the God himself, Mo Salah, God of FPL, the King of FPL, the Egyptian King. All of the accolades he deserves them plus extra. Liverpool's fixture going, into Gameweek 4 and beyond is still marvelous, and I can't possibly take Mo Salah out of my team. He plays Leeds in Game 4, Crystal Palace in 5, and Brentford in 6. Wonderful set of fixture for Mo Salah to, breeze past all of these opponents, giving us those FPL jerseys in the process. Next to him is Diego Jota, who at the moment looked nailed for 90 minutes, particularly more so that Firmino is unavailable / injured, and he might not be available for selection in the next couple of weeks or thereabout, which makes Diego Jota even more attractive. For the first 3 game weeks going into match days without Jota gives me, some kind of blood pressure, that having him in my team right now gives me the confidence of the fact that I've covered that Liverpool returns as maximum as possible. Next to Jota is Pablo Fornals. This is one West Ham asset I love so much. It's certainly a major differential. Is at 2.9% ownership at the moment, unlike that of Benrahma that is all over the place, and 20 points already in the season. He had returned every single match he had played for the past 3 game weeks. It was marvelous for Spain during the international break. As in the match against Southampton, he had his biggest ever haul in FPL, 19 points. So I'm actually looking forward to another 19-point haul for Pablo Fornals this game week. So it was between him and Benrahma reigning, but because of his differential appeal and his beautiful history against Southampton, his marvelous international break with Spain, Fornals it is, and then who evaluates how we go forward with him, particularly with Rafinha's a fixture looking so wonderful at Leeds starting from Game 5. The final player in my 4-man midfield. Yes, guys, with this wildcard, I've reverted from my custom 3-5-2 formation to 3-4-3. So that's one to look forward to running. So the final player on this 4-man midfield is Ferran Torres. A 7 million starting striker, because he plays at the striker for City at the moment. It's so huge and appeal that I can't turn down. Already on 23 points for the season, he had a marvelous international break with Spain, scoring and assisting. He pretty much plays as a striker, while Gabriel Jesus play to the right, and Jesus might not be available this weekend because of the Brazilian FA is enforcing a 5-day ban on the players that didn't turn up for the international break. So there's huge likelihood that despite Pep Roulet, of course we know that Torres would feature, and when he features, he is going to return. He is that good, and that is why at 7.1 million, I think I got him at 7 million. He's in my team, and the fixture against Leicester as traditionally, usually high-scoring fixture, and if City is going to score 1, 2, 3, 4 goals in that match, Ferran Torres will certainly share in the spoils. So we'll move now to the attack, where things get really, really, really interesting. One guy that has always punished me in the past, and he has consistently punished me for the first 3 game weeks of the season, and is the biggest reason I have gone to bring him into my team, and I hope it doesn't blank from now forward. That's just on lighter mode anyway. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is as consistent as it gets, and now that is on penalties, I can't wait to get punished by him every single week, particularly with the kind of fixtures that Everton has. So good, and they play Burnley this game week 4, then Aston Villa, then Norwich in game week 6. Wonderful fixtures, and there were concerns about his fitness, but now we have confirmed that he's training and is available for selection, and then he's in my team, one of the biggest names, one of the sharpest shooters in the league. And next to one of the greatest football players of all time, who has come to grace the Premier League for the second time. I cannot resist the appeal, the invitation to have the one, the only Cristiano Ronaldo in my team for his homecoming against Newcastle. Damn, that's one to look out for. Cristiano Ronaldo is in the team, guys. He is in the team. One fun fact, yes, the only hat-trick he ever scored in the Man United shirt was against Newcastle. He has gone on to score further 56 hat-trick after that, but you cannot just put it beyond him this time around. That is upcoming, he's coming back with an hat-trick. So Cristiano Ronaldo is in my team. And finally, to wrap it up, is the player of the season so far, Mikel Antonio. 4 goals, 4 assists. He's not going nowhere, is he? Nah, he's not going nowhere. Mikel Antonio is in the form of his life, and the match against Southampton poses another beautiful opportunity for him to continue his great form. So now to my bench, I've opted for Ben Foster as a backup to Daniel Bachmann, who is injured at the moment. However, when he returns, we will certainly, when there's any issue with Bachmann, and then when there's any issue with Bachmann's fixture, and then perhaps Foster starts instead of him, he can then just slot straight into the team. Next is Musa Sissoko, 4.5 million attacking midfield player. What a bargain for Watford. He's going to make goals and assists certainly, and he pretty much strikes me as a better appeal than say Josh Brownhill, Alan, and all those other 4.5 million midfield that are going around in so many drafts and teams at the moment. Next is Tino Livramento, the most likely, arguably the best 4 million defender or 4.1 million defender at the moment in FPL. He has since cemented his place as the first choice right back for Southampton. They had even moved Walker Peters to the other side of the defense. That's how good he is. And finally is Brandon Williams, who is also a starting 4 million defender for Norwich. His transfer from Manchester United is just what we've been waiting for as FPL manager, so that we can have another starting 4 million defender in our team. So to my captain choices for this weekend, of course, there's only one choice really, basically. Cristiano Ronaldo's homecoming. I can't miss the opportunity to captain him for the fixture against Newcastle. Of course, you can argue Mo Salah against Leeds United, Mikel Antonio against Southampton, even Dominic Calvert-Lewin against Bournemouth. Those are beautiful options, but then trust me, it's Cristiano Ronaldo or Cristiano Ronaldo for me in Gameweek 4. And vice captain to Mo Salah, just in case. And that's my contingency plan. So this is how my team is looking at the moment. Wildcard team, just 3 players surviving from my previous squad. I have, just about all the players that I want at the moment. I've also designed pathway to get the players that I want to get from Gameweek 5 onward, like Rafinha in Gameweek 5, a Chelsea defender in Reece James or Marcos Alonso, and of course Romelu Lukaku when Chelsea's fixture swings come online in Gameweek 7. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly let me know what you think, about my wildcard squad in the comment section. I'll be right there too to relate with you folks, so that we can discuss and rub minds in the hours leading to our deadline, and of course Gameweek 4. Kindly give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next video. My best wishes, and bye bye.